Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Harling. I am going over tonight's homework. It says in pencil, this is your homework for tonight. It is October 1st, 2020, and today is Thursday. So you should be looking at practice and homework, lesson 1.6, and then at the bottom, it should say page 39. That is the page we're starting with. This is what we wrote in our planner today. We wrote that we would be doing Go Math, page 39 and page 40. Now, you'll notice that I kind of started it already, but you have to now copy what Ms. Harling has put on the page. So I am going to begin, boys and girls, with number 1 that is at the very top of your homework. So it shows here that you have to estimate and then use the break apart strategy to find the sum. So here's what I did for you. There's 325 and you're adding it to 494. First, you have to break it apart, and they showed that to you. 325 is 300 plus 20 plus 5, so you don't have to write that. Then 494 in the break apart strategy is 400 plus 90 plus 4. You don't have to write that. They did it for you. The only thing we have to do now is kind of change the answer, because they put 5 plus 4 is 9, 20 plus 90 is 110, and then they did 300 plus 400 is 700. Well, I like to change the tens place because we were talking about that in class today. So we're going to cross that out. And we're going to add again. 5 plus 4 is 9. 20 plus 90 is 110 like they had, but we're going to add 100 to the hundreds place, and we're going to bring down the 10. Now we're going to add the hundreds. You should have written 100 up here. 100 plus 300 plus 400 is now 800. So your answer now should be 819. And if you round that to the nearest hundred, it's closer to 800. So there's a lot you have to do for these problems. You have to break them apart. Then you have to add down. Then you have to add the answers you have to get your final answer. And then you have to round it to the nearest hundred. So there's a lot to do there. You have to do that for number 2, 3, and 4. So Ms. Harling decided to do number 4. Now, before I show you number 4, if I'm moving too fast, always pause the video so you can copy what you need to copy, and then you can hit play again when you're ready. Now, I'm going to number 4. Here is the problem. 495 added to 254. What will we do first? I want you to use the break apart or the expanded form to show me the value of each number. So 4 is worth 400. 9 is worth 90. 5 is worth 5 ones. So make sure you have that written. 254. 2 is worth 200. 5 tens is worth 50. And 4 is worth 4 ones. Make sure you have that written. Now we're going to add down. 5 plus 4 is 9. 90 plus 50 is actually 140. So notice what I did. I carried the 100 over to the hundreds place, and I brought down the 40 in the tens place. Make sure you do that. Now you can add 100 plus 400 plus 200 will give you 700 as your final answer. If you guys hear the lawnmower in the background, I'm getting my lawn mowed. All right, so now you have 700 plus 40 plus 9. When you add those together, you get 749. Now I need to round that to the nearest hundred. I underlined the 4 to see what to do to the 7. 4 is a low number, so I'm going to stay at 700. So 749 rounds to 700. Everybody see that? Okay, please copy. If I was going too fast, you can pause the video and then you can play it when you're ready to continue. All right, Miss Harling is now going to the bottom and I'm going to do number 6. So that's the one I'm going to do first. So don't pay attention to number 7 yet. We're looking at number 6. It says, Clark is making a building using set B and set C. How many blocks can he use in his building? So I circled set B, I underlined and set C. And is a key word. That lets me know that I have to add set B and set C together. And I did that over on the side. 188 blocks came out of the table for set B, and I wrote him over here. And he's going to use 245 blocks from set C, and I wrote it underneath. Now, the larger number doesn't have to be on top when we're adding, because we are combining the numbers together to find the sum. So notice Miss Harling did it. 8 plus 5 is 13. I carried the 1. I brought down the 3. 1 plus 8 plus 4 is 13. I carried the 1. I brought down the 3. 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. Please copy that. Your answer for number 6 is 433. We added the numbers together. Where did we get the numbers from? Set B, 188, and set C, 295. Now, I'm going to go to the bottom, which is number 7. Please listen. Whenever you see this little pencil that says write, it's always at the bottom of your homework. Ms. Harling will always do that with you, okay? So whenever there's some writing to do for your math homework, I will always do that one with you. So let's take a look at what they want us to write. It says, explain how to use the break apart strategy in order to find 247 plus 358. So here's what I said, and I'm going to pull it out a little bit. I'm going to pull my camera back so you guys can see that. It says, I can break each place value to show what it is worth. Then add each value to find the final answer. Now I'm going to leave this right here because it's 2 sentences and I want to make sure you guys copy it. So I'll leave it here for about 15 seconds. I know you can hear the lawnmower in the background, but just copy the sentences, please. Okay, now if you still haven't finished, pause the video and then you can come back when you're done. Over here, I showed exactly what I wrote down. I took those 2 numbers, 247, 358, and I broke them apart. 247 is 200 plus 40 plus 7. 358 is 300 plus 50 plus 8. Now I added. 7 plus 8 is 15. I carried the 10 into the tens place, and then I brought down the 5. And then 10 plus 40 plus 50 is 100. I carried 100 over into the hundreds place, and I brought down the 0. Now I can add the hundreds. 100 plus 200 plus 300 is 600. When I add those values together, my final answer is 605. So you don't have to copy that. That's basically what I wrote over here for number 7. Okay? So make sure you have that written. And the two numbers are right there. 247 plus 5, plus 358. They wanted to know how you use the break apart strategy. We wrote our answer in 2 sentences. All right, now I'm going to the back. We are on page 40. That's also what you wrote in your planner. Go Math, page 39 and 40. So I also did number 1 on the back of your homework. It says, Arthur read 2 books last week. One book was 216 pages. The other book was 327 pages. Altogether, how many pages are in the 2 books? So now you have your answer. 216 and 327. Altogether means to add them. 6 plus 7 is 13. Carry the 1, bring down the 3. 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 3 is 5. So how many pages were read in those 2 books? 553, and I'll put this, pages. Please copy. Okay, my friends, I'm only going to probably do one more problem with you, and I want to do number 4. So please look at number 4 on the back. Now, if you didn't finish number 1, pause the video and then come back. It says Felicia has 34 quarters, 25 dimes, and 36 pennies. How many coins does she have? So boys and girls, she has 34 quarters, 25 dimes, and 36 pennies. All you have to do is add those numbers together. You don't have to tell me how much money is there. The question says how many coins. So that's important. You have to read carefully. I don't want to know how much money that is. I just want to know how many coins are there. So I'm going to add 34, 36, 25. Now, these are 3 numbers that we have to add together. I can make a quick 10. You may have learned this last year in 2nd grade. 4 plus 6 is 10. So I'm going to make a quick 10 there. And now I just have to add 10 to 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. Carry the 1 into the tens place and bring down the 5. Then I'm going to finish by adding the tens place, and I'll have my answer. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 3 more is 7. Plus 2 more is 9. So, how many coins are there? 95. Please copy. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you because this one might be confusing. I'm going to do number 5 and then I'm done. It says Jonas wrote 9 plus 8 equals 17. What number sentence shows the commutative property of addition? You may have learned this last year in 2nd grade, but if you didn't, the commutative property, we didn't talk about this yet, but the commutative property of addition means you can switch the order of the numbers, but your answer will be the same. So if 9 plus 8 is 17, 8 plus 9 is also 17. That's all the commutative property of addition means. Switch the add-ins, 8 and 9, and you're still going to get the same answer, 17. That is it, my friends. I was able to get that done under 15 minutes. Remember, I said to you, I try to keep my videos to at least 15 minutes, if not shorter. So I am done. The rest is for you to do on your own. If you need help, you can ask someone at home. It's not a test, but I would like for you to do the other problems on your own or with help, and we will talk about the whole thing tomorrow, okay? Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.